Hey, y'all shooting a movie?
I had a friend who runs a wonderful old used bookstore in Greensboro. His name's Ben Matthews, who introduced me to Marianne Ginger's literature through a novel called Bobby Rex's Greatest Hit, which I loved. And that led me to, as far as I know, her only other published book, which is Teen Angel. And this is a story that's in Teen Angel that I just loved from the second I read it, and I also tended to see it as a movie from the second I read it, which most filmmakers will tell you when they read anything, they either see it as a movie or they don't, and I saw this as a movie. But it was years after that before I got the opportunity to actually make it into a movie. We actually ended up with an opportunity to make a short film that was arranged for by the producer of the piece, Peter Wentworth. That involved a lot of different things coming together. It involved the Southeastern Media Festival. It involved the cooperation in Columbia of South Carolina Public Television, who were involved with the Media Festival. And Peter was going to be teaching a seminar on low-budget filmmaking. And Peter's feeling was if he talked for a week about low-budget filmmaking, he'd bore everybody silly. He wanted to make a movie. And he contacted a lot of people, including me, and I saw that as the opportunity to make the Hummingbird Kimono. So I adapted it and sent it to him very quickly. And he loved it, and everyone there loved it. And because of that, we had all the facilities we needed. We got free film from Kodak. We got free grip and electric material, which was standing by for other seminars. We had a free set that was built for us. We had free personnel. Now, that's how the project started. It's sort of diminishing facilities as it goes along until when we finally finished, we were begging to have a light that would work. But that's what sort of got the ball rolling, and I think for almost any filmmaker, that's always the problem, is how do I pay for this? How do I get the people involved? How do I get the facilities? And we just had a great producer who managed to pull all that together. The piece wouldn't work if it wasn't for the wonderful acting that's involved, because it's a character piece. And, you know, as a director, I have to cast it well or it won't work, and then I have to get out of their way or it won't work to some extent. And they're marvelous. But I felt very fortunate not only to get them in the cast, but I thought we had a terrific story from Marianne Ginger, which you know, just is the foundation for the whole thing. We first shot this as a half-hour film, and we edited it as a half-hour film. And when I looked at that finished piece, it just seemed like we had truncated the story too much. It didn't work. And a year later, we went back and filmed more scenes and expanded this out to the 53-minute or so length that it is now, because I just didn't think the story was there. But there are places in this film where Lela and Parker walk out of one room into another, and it's really a year later. And that's also something you have to credit the actors for and the cinematographers for making that transition work, because I don't think anyone would know that if you weren't looking for it.